Provita, part two, response two. Um, play your food.
If you disagree, okay. Anybody can be immoral, but for someone to be moral or immoral, you have to first assume that morality is true or that it actually exists. And really, morality is a concept. As civilizations rose, societies saw that certain things, helped and certain things, didn't. And that's how laws are created. What
See, Provita, as I was saying, uh, that's my problem, or not even a problem, my disagreement with atheism. Because it says, as you said, that, societies, like, basically, they existed, and then what happened, they saw certain things were productive for society and certain things were negative, and that's how laws came apart. And that's my problem, that in atheism, you follow the minds of men, and the minds of men are fallible, as we see over and over again. For example, that would mean that, and you seem like a decent person. You have manners, even though you disrespect with my beliefs and I disrespect with your beliefs. Um, we still have respect for each other. But as you can see, look, this is one of the main points that right and wrong in atheism and secularism and so forth is defined by society, and that's what I'm saying. That's the problem with it, because your morals shouldn't be defined by society. For example, if you lived in a time of uh, uh, the time of the Holocaust, when Germans were physically hurting, oppressing, slandering, insulting mentally and physically the Jewish people, you would not you would generally, or if atheists generally, they would be of the majority, and the majority were compliant, and they were treating people bad and evil and so forth. And at that time, it was considered not only okay to treat Jews bad, but evil. Sorry, but not only okay to treat Jews bad, but it was a good thing. There was a few minority that disliked it and tried to work against it and so, but generally it was accepted. It was a good thing, and people were praised for doing it. So therefore, that's what I'm saying. If society is your primary reference for um for defining what's right and what's wrong, there's going to be a lot of times where you get big things wrong. So therefore, like for example, being if you're alive in the time of Jews and you went with the majority of society, then what would happen is that you would have took liberties. You know what I'm saying, with the Jewish people verbally, physically, and so forth. Whereas if you were born also in the time when in the Americas, uh, when it was very racist against black people, and black people in the Constitution were noted as one fifth of a man, you know, and you would have like, and they were getting sprayed with hose, and they were getting, dogs sit on them, and they're getting beaten up, yeah, there was a small group of white people who were against it and were sickened by it, but the majority were with it and going along with it, because the society defined to them that that basically that this was a good thing and a right thing, and the majority of people didn't have a problem with it. So um and we can look at again and again, again. If you're born, not even right now, in certain places of America where the Ku Klux kind of big, maybe down south or whatever, you know, and you judge it by society, you're gonna do that. But we should know, as human beings, me as a Muslim, I know wherever I am at whatever time, that I'm not gonna think this way about people. Why? For example, the first thing is Allah says, Allah says in the Quran that we created you in different tribes and different nations to recognize each other, not to curse each other. Secondly, our Prophet said in his last sermon that Arab is not better than non-Arab, and non-Arab isn't better than Arab. Um, and black isn't better than white, and white isn't better than black. You know what I'm saying? And even we had a time where a racist man, he insulted a man because of his color, and the Prophet, who never ever ever used bad language, said, "Tell that man to bite on the penis of his father," and he never used these words, and not to sugarcoat his way. The reason why the Prophet said this is because he was enraged that someone would look down on someone because of the color of the next person. So therefore, these things, like my primary force of believing something is right or believing something is wrong, comes down to what God the Most Wise says. And regardless of whether the Muslims are the majority or the Muslims are the minority in a place, I know that basically that I can't look down I can't basically be rude to someone because of their how can I say, because of their uh how can I say, their skin color, or what tribe they come from, or so forth. But I'm saying, if you don't have that and you have society telling you what's right and what's wrong, sometimes society is right and sometimes it's wrong. So that's why I disagree with uh theism and so forth. Well, one of the reasons. um Sorry, let's carry on.
I personally believe it is a subjective morality. You're right. We do, not all of us actually. An atheist only has one thing in common with another atheist, and that is that we do not believe in God. All other things are completely separate. Now, assuming that most atheists go for subjective morality, your whole there's a problem with your rape analogy. Um, Rape hurts someone.
Okay, you said there's a problem with my analogy because rape hurts someone. Okay, I understand that you believe that rape is wrong because it hurts somebody. What I am saying to you is that you believe that every atheist, yeah, is here on this earth and can choose what they believe is right and wrong. For example, before I was Muslim, like, like, I've been in and out of jail and robbed people and so forth and blah blah blah. I know many people right today who come from poor areas, but they could get a job if they want to, but they don't want to because they just basically they want the easy way out. So they believe it's okay for them to rob off rich people, because rich people are rich, and they don't really give a damn, about rich people getting hurt, as long as they get what they want, because they believe you only live one. The purpose of life is to get girls, smoke as much weed as possible, enjoy yourself as much as possible. So their purpose in life, yeah, these people's purpose in life is to get happy by any means necessary. Now you believe it's wrong because rape hurts someone, but these people don't give a damn about hurting people. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm basically trying to say to you, as an atheist, it's wrong for you, yeah, because you believe that hurting people is wrong and so forth. But this person, yeah, yeah, he doesn't give a damn about hurting someone. And you can't tell him now that he should give a damn about hurting anyone, because if you choose in your life or the way to live the way you want to live your life, and no one was allowed to influence you and no one's allowed to tell you how to live your life, who are you to try and preach to this person how he should choose to live his life? You can't do it. I say he's wrong. I would say that you're wrong, to the guy that I know, yeah. Yeah, you're wrong because God said you're wrong. And whether you like it or not, whether you think it's okay to rob from rich people, this, that, and the other, or the other, yeah, it's wrong because God says it's wrong. You see what I'm saying? Now, whether he agrees with me or not is irrelevant, yeah, because in my mind I can still think he's wrong. Why? Because the Quran says it's God wrong, and it comes from God, yeah, and God knows better than me and better than him. So even though in his head he might not agree with me, I can still think he's wrong because God the Most Wise says it's wrong. You can't think it's wrong because you believe that everyone has the right to choose their own way they want to live. And once you say no, you shouldn't rob, now you're saying that you're the guiding like book or the guiding blueprint or the guiding orders or the guiding commandments of how this other, you know, atheist should live. You see what I'm saying? So what? I hope I understand. Like, I don't speak the most articulate, and I speak very fast, but I hope you understand the point. What I'm trying to say. I know many people right now who believe the purpose of life is to get money by any means necessary. Yeah, these people ain't Muslims or anything or blah blah blah. And these people, like, they don't think about it twice, robbing, stealing, hurting people. Why? Because they believe the purpose in life, harming people is not even on their list. Because they believe the purpose of life is to get rich, enjoy yourself, and blah blah blah, the easiest way possible. So these people don't give a damn about hurting anyone. Now, what I'm basically trying to say is that you think it's wrong because you're hurting someone, yeah. But just like you chose that rape is wrong to you because you think hurt someone shouldn't hurt someone, you can't force someone to take that opinion. Now I can say that they're wrong because at the end of the day I believe that the Quran is from God, yeah, and God knows best, and He says they're wrong. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? God it says it's wrong, so it's wrong. Now, if he doesn't agree with me, I can still think he's wrong. Yeah, but you can't because you believe that everyone chooses their own way to live their life. I hope you understand.